Hello everybody, welcome back to some Skyrim Special Edition. Picking up where we left off, we are over at Fort Sunguard with our Imperial troops that were supposed to spawn there after we killed it. Not that it really matters, I'm glad they did. But we are on our way since we've done, presumably, all of the quests within the Reach. We are now going to finish clearing out all the miscellaneous areas. As you can see, we actually have done quite a few within the Reach, but I guess some other places have sent us this direction. But our first stop is this mine symbol on our mini-map. I figured we'd start at the southern border with Falkreath and head west then north. Because why not? As you can see, we got a dragon burial thing here. I wonder how big these mounds were before the dragons came out of them. Because they're not very deep. And the dragons have quite a bit of mass to pull out. Although I guess they wouldn't be that deep though, because they were probably, well, I guess because they were called burial mounds, right? Which would lead me to believe that they were rounded at least somewhat. So I mean, when the dragons busted out, all of that would have been above this line would have then collapsed into it. So I guess that makes sense. As it turns out, no clue how to get up to this mine. Yeah, bye dear. Elk, maybe? I don't know. I was never very good at differentiating the different antlers. I know what a moose is, though. And I know what a bear is. But he's hunting now, so... or the deer, whichever it may be. So I no longer care. Okay, well this is leading us down to a completely different location that we've already been to, actually. We are now at the Lost Valley. Alright. Shit. Oh. I don't know what causes that, where just every once in a while she just won't attack. Alright, well obviously that's not gonna work, because there's no point in going through there to make it to the mine, which means you must be able to get up there from the other direction. There must be a path up. There's the fort. Oh, did I really just... No, because then there's the burial mound again. Okay. Maybe I should have brought the horse. Used it to climb the mountain. They're good at that. It's good old Skyrim mountain horses. Oh. Well, that was worthless. Up here. There we go, there we go. Come on, you can do it. I can see the spot that I need to get to, I think, to get up here easily. Come on, I can see that. Yes, but you know what? That'll work. But I can't fast travel when enemies are nearby, and odds are there's enemies up there, so what if I just drop here? Yep. Well, that's one way to do it. Not gonna lie, not the first time that I've done something like that to get to a place. Oh wow, this place is fortified and everything. As long as you can get close enough to activate the fast travel, you're good to go. Oh, Mr. Bandit. Goodbye, Mr. Bandit. Pathetic. Alright. Where are you going? Oh, whatever. She'll get him. Go for it, Borgok. Seems like a pretty safe bet that you'll be able to take them out. So at times like this, I kind of wish lockpicking didn't freeze time, but since people don't like it when you're picking a lock, it makes sense that it freezes time. Because otherwise there would be certain places that would basically be possible to oh wow, he actually did quite a bit of damage. Maybe I should get her some health steal on that axe, but then it would run out and I'm not gonna fucking recharge it, that's for sure. Maybe there's a mod that just gives infinite enchantments, like where it doesn't run out. That would be nice. I would install that mod. Maybe I'll look for that mod after I'm done recording here. Because while it kind of makes sense for the, you know, to balance it out at least a little bit, I also don't know what the hell this red dot is. I have a feeling... Oh, I see. Oh. Okay.
I'll show you a real fight.
Will you now? Wow, that was a real fight, eh? You sure showed me. Anyway. Because yeah, obviously it makes sense to balance it, but at the same time, I mean, it doesn't take a whole lot to keep it charged. Like, and then, oh, well, actually, I don't really want that. I don't know. See silver, and I just expect like silver ring, silver necklace, whatever, right? And I just, for some reason, never registered the, you know, ingot part until it's too late. Also, there isn't really anything of note in here. There is a skill book that we probably already got, but and there is like a bunch of ore veins in here, as you may have already noticed. 503, not worth it. It's a bunch of orichalcum. Is it orichalcum or orichalcum? I feel like at some point somebody says it in this game. But getting some nice crush orange soda that I got from work today because I gave out Christmas treat bags. But the store manager is a douche, so unlike every other store manager we've had, all like the little Christmas cards that they put in there have nothing written on it. But yeah, there's one skill book in here. There's chests, obviously, and a bunch of ore veins. I really wish that there was more to do, like upgrading wise, you know. But I guess that comes with the whole leveling up leveling up by improving your skills, and you improve your skills by using them. It gives a very weird like limit. Well, it says I haven't read it, so I guess I'll take it. But yeah, it provides like a really odd like limitation to what you can do, right? Leveling wise, like we don't have strength or stats or anything. It's just weapon damage. That's the only thing that matters. The only thing we increase is magic health and stamina, which is fine. But at the same time, you know, I would like to, like I said, once we start getting into higher levels, and the enemies start scaling more and more, you know, we're gonna come across enemies that like barely take any damage and do a fuck ton of damage just because of the way that the enemies level in comparison to you, right? Because like if you wanted to be, let's say, pure sword and shield, right? So like the only things that you level up is the stuff like you don't do smithing. You just level up your one-handed, your block, and your heavy armor, let's say. And those only 3 things you level up, well, A, you're not going to have very many skill points to spend. But you're going to absolutely just walk through this game. Like, you're going to obliterate everything. Like, if you don't level, like, skills, well, I guess obviously speech would go up just automatically, but like, if you don't spread out your levels across stuff, you are so insanely overpowered. Like, my levels aren't even spread out all that much. But even, like, as spread out as they are, we still come across stuff that hurts. Like, a lot, mind you, but, you know. But it still hurts, right? Like, odds are, if I went and got whacked by a giant, it would still do a good chunk of damage. It wouldn't one-shot me like at earlier levels, but it would still probably do quite a bit. Same with, like, mammoths and that, right? So, like, maybe that's how they decided to try and balance the game. By making it so, like, you know, the more you do, the stronger everything becomes, to, like, try and keep it a challenge. But then for those people who don't bother, which is why, like, stealth archer, you know, you basically are leveling sneak and archery. That's 2 skills that you're leveling up. But archery will increase the damage of the bow, and sneak will make them do 3 times as much damage. And I think that's, like, where's sneak? Here it is. Yeah, backstab. So yeah, that's, you only need sneak of 40, and your bows will do 3 times damage when with your sneak attack. Like, it's ridiculous. And then, like, obviously archery bows do 20, 40, 60, 80, and then 100% more damage. Like, and if those are the only 2 things you level, you don't even need all that many skill points in them. How do we get down? Yeah, there's the Lost Valley Redoubt. Bio Gulch Mine, Lost Valley Redoubt. Okay, so yeah, we need to head towards Lost Valley Redoubt to that other point of interest symbol on the compass. But yeah, like, that's, like, everybody's like, sneak archer, yeah. It's like, yeah, because it makes you feel insanely powerful. Because it's insanely powerful. Because obviously when you do that, you're going to remain at a lower level, since you're only leveling up a couple of skills. But even though your level is low, your damage is going to skyrocket. So this place is Bard's Leap Redoubt. But I think it's specifically over here that is. Yeah.
Mighty impressive.
Sorry, Bard's Leap Summit. I was combining the things on that were on the map because they're, like, right next to each other on the map. So let's see. I think there's Hargravens or something over here, but it looks like we've already been there. I just didn't go out to that edge. Looks like, was it recent? I guess recent is. I mean, I guess I could have just missed that, but anyway. Let's see. Because, yeah, as you saw, there is wood there. And I think there is a story for this. And I want to say that there's supposed to be, like, a ghost or something that you, like, see jump off of here, maybe. But yeah, as you can see. Ah, I see. Whee! Sploosh.
Been a long time since someone took the leap. Longer still, since any survived it. I once performed the entirety of the Poetic Edda from atop Bard's Leap before trying my luck. Well, you can see how that turned out.
That's it. Okay. So yeah, that's what it was. I knew there was some ghost involved in this, but yeah, that's what it is. Is he? Oh, nice, and he increased my speech. So yeah, he did not make the jump. But if you make it, you get a free speech skill. Now we are going to immediately fast travel back up there. Because we need to go to some towers that are over there.
My blood's calm.
But yeah, it's a weird little point of interest. It's not really all that many things in the game like that where, you know, checking out the environment will get you something. I mean, I guess there's lots of stuff where checking out the environment might get you something, you know, like, it's like, oh, that looks suspicious. Oh, look at that, there's a chest. But I mean, like, this one gets you like an actual skill book, right? Cradle Stone Tower. Well, I can hear somebody breathing. It could be a Hargraven based on the sound. Yep. Bitch. Ooh, Sithis. I think this is an alteration skill book, but I'm pretty sure I don't have that one. I've been thinking of downloading a different mod though. It's it's like the White Library. I downloaded it once. It is a player home, but like I downloaded it once to check it out, and it was like, damn, but I don't really want to live there. But I've been thinking of downloading again just to use it, like, just use like the actual library function of it, because there is a significant amount of bookshelves. And since, like, you know, well, although then I'd have to take all my books out of the other place, and maybe not. I'll just need to come up with a better way to organize them all back at the house. Although, you know, we are slowly coming across more and more of them that are hopefully no longer being lit up. So at some point we'll hit all of them. But I think we're still pretty far. Maybe once we do the Mages College. And then, yeah, I think that's it for that place. Outside of that one skill book, there's not really a whole lot. Which apparently is only supposed to appear after the Dark Brotherhood questline is started, but obviously we have not started that, so... Oh. Let's see. What quests are in this place? Oh, there's a shout here. Possible. Okay, what is this one? Ah, we'll get this one when we get there. Okay. And we'll get ourselves a new shout and another Dragon Priest mask, which is always nice. So we'll go to this marker first. They're both about the same distance away, but this one is the more interesting of the two, so I say, having not actually read what's in the other one. But, you know, this one has a quest, it has a Dragon Priest, it has a shout. I highly doubt that random cave will be able to match it. And since that troll's pathing is leading him apparently up and around. Oh. She found another one. Wow, did that, or did she, that had to have been her damage that I saw, right? Like, there's no way that ice spike did that much damage. Wow, apparently these trolls were busy. That deer apparently had a ring on it. Interesting. Oh, Troll's Bane. Frofnir Troll's Bane, eh? Yeah, it was definitely her damage. Gorgok, you really gotta protect yourself. I don't know if that's a glitch with her or if that's just like a glitch that like can happen with any companion. But hey, we got a unique-ish weapon, which is cool. I'll go and throw that in the vault at some point. Also, did that do extra damage to trolls, or did it just do fire damage? Burns trolls for 22. Okay, so that is a very specific enchantment. I don't think that I can disenchant that either. But here we are at Valdoom. Well, we are in Skyrim, so odds are they're gonna be Nordic or Dwemer runes.
To the death.
Leave, stranger. Evil stirs in this place. I fear for the security of the very land if it should break free.
What evil do you mean?
We stand at the tomb of Hednorak, who has been dead for many generations. I fear, however, that his return may be at hand.
There must be a way to stop this.
I have been holding him here. While he regains strength, however, I am fading. By now, I can barely contain his power, much less defeat him if he awakens. But with the help of a living champion, I may be able to succeed.
Then I will help you. What must be done?
You would do this? 3 vessels in the tomb below hold the power to vanquish Hednorak. Before anything else, we need those.
Aye.
Bring them to me. But be careful, mortal. They are guarded by Hednorak's minions. They will stop at nothing to see their master return.
Okay. So I wanted to... Can I not loot his skeleton? No, doesn't seem like it. Alright. Thanks for opening the door, though. Ooh, that's a fancy door, though. Alright, let's see what we got. Going to assume nothing. Yep. It's a pretty solid bet. Into Valthoom we go. So we need 3 thingamajigs before we can put the whatchamacallit to rest. Gotcha. Okay. Got another throne here. I mean, to be fair, for all I know, we need 3 things, and then we'll get it to that guy, and he'll be like, aha, I tricked you, I was... Fuck, what's his name? I was Hednorak all along. Haha, you have brought me the things required to regain my power. I don't know that, by the way, if that's what happens. I mean, just means that it's really obvious, but... Because, yeah, once again, while odds are I've done this quest more than once, it's not one that I do every playthrough, so... Right. Okay. And is that a coffin? That is a coffin. So was this the other door then? Like, could we actually not? Because I saw there was another doorway on the other side here. Ah, yes, that's where the crushed Draugr was. Okay. Oh. Where I guess it was because it was like a little bit leftover frost from when I threw my ice at the wall. It was like right underneath the torch. It made it look like it was a weapon hanging on the wall for some reason to me. Gold. Empty. Gold meal. Meal of skeever tails. I don't know why the skeever tails would be in here. To be fair, I don't know why they would have bone meal on the shelf either, unless they were harvesting the dead guy's bones for bone meal before they buried them. Okay, that'll be our exit then. Once we get the 3 thingamajigs. Okay. Oh, well, there's a ghost over there. Yeah, I saw you. Don't think I didn't. Okay, well, that could very well be a trap. It sure is. Oh, whoops. Haha, you weren't expecting me to be behind you, were you? May have forgot which shout I had equipped. Where are you fight? Oh. Got one more, but they seem to be below us. Also, somebody opened up the door again. Guess you might have stepped on it, but. Big poison. Gold. Huh. Let's check this way. There seems to be a bunch of enemies. Once again, underneath us. Now the question is this where that trapdoor lets out? That would make the most sense, right? Flawless emerald, amethyst, and an amethyst. Yeah, this is definitely where it lets out then. So let me guess, a bunch of skeevers. Nope. Damn it. Also, there's a skill book that we may have missed. No. Back near the entrance. There it is. Ah, spiders, not rats. The other really weak enemy that they like to throw at us. See, and like there's some, I can't remember who, oh, one of my friends, we were talking about how the leveling system in this game works, or maybe it wasn't, maybe it was just some random person I was talking to. And they didn't believe me when I said that everything had a max. Oh, where the hell did that guy come from? I'm assuming he was supposed to be on this side of the door, because I'm got to assume that that's how you're supposed to leave if you can't pick the log. But anyway, how he didn't believe me that certain things had a max level to them. Yeah, this is exactly where I thought it was. Alright. Because in Oblivion, they didn't. As far as I'm aware, they didn't have a max level. Everything just matched your level. Which meant that the fact that you would spread stuff out in Oblivion made it even worse to try and, like, do everything on one character than it is in this game. I mean, I'm just gonna... Oops. But I mean, all you have to do is look at, like, skeevers and spiders, right? Because, like, while they're never going to cause that much problem for you, eventually you're going to one-shot them. And they're never going to be a threat again. Because they have very, very low level caps on them, which makes sense. You don't want them to, like, get to the end of the game and kill fucking... Oh, there's the skill book, actually. kill fucking Aldwin and then get taken out by a stupid skeever
Hey!
that had leveled up past him, right? Now Aldwin himself, I don't think Line and Lure. Okay, well, I definitely don't have that book. That's because like Aldwin himself, I don't believe has have a max level. I don't even know what killed him. I have to assume that Borgak did. But yeah, I don't think he has a max level because he's always supposed to be a challenge, which obviously, once again, depending on what level you get to and what you leveled up to get to that level, may or may not be the case. Most people who get to him, not a challenge. Why? Because they leveled up the few skills that they wanted and then stopped. And then just didn't end up leveling anything else. Which means that when they make it to him, they have they're usually at like a lower-ish level. Like they're not going to be at the max level or the previous max level of 81, right? Alright, well. Okay, that did something. Okay, what if I do this? Nothing. That's not enough to activate those. Oh, there we go. I did not see that handle last time I looked. Oh, it also opened up the door back there. Interesting. So if that opened that and this, I'm going to go this way first because I pulled the handle and it opened the door in front of me. Now, granted, this door was the one that you could see through, but at the same time, it's not the... Fuck, no, I'm going to go the other way first then. Because that's a big room. Because I was like, well, this door obviously would be the one that you would think you would have to go through when you first came in. At the same time, if it's not the door you're looking at when the thing opens, right? No shouting for you. Some more ebony weapons. The opaque vessel. Okay. So I guess I need to go both ways. Oh wow, there's actually a whole nother loading screen apparently. Huh. Interesting. Tiger cotton. I see you got some more. I got my own ice, bitch. Oh, that's a death lord. Yeah, there's no point in that.
Your death brings me.
Okay. Now, if you guys are done being pricks, let's see what else we got up here. Oh. Nope. Other way. Yes. For some reason, doing the lockpicking minigame always makes me want to play Fallout 3, and I don't know why. Like, yeah, it's the same lockpicking minigame there, but I mean, that shouldn't be enough of a reason to want to play something, right? Okay, got a lot of glowy books here, and I know that some of these, if not all of them, are going to be ones that we've already got, but still going to grab them all so that they stop glowing, and I'm actually really happy that we found so many glowy books in one room. Because that should eliminate so many. Maybe next time I'm in Solitude, I'll go check out, after this, I'll go check out the Bard's Collar to see how many of those books are still glowing. Because I know that they had a fuck ton of glowy books in there. And I never did go see which ones were ones I didn't actually have. It's already in there, wasn't I? Yep. So yeah, that's good. That should have made a dent in the amount of glowing books I have. I kind of wish that reading the ones that I already picked up at the house worked to get rid of the glow, but don't know why it wouldn't. I mean, you're still reading the book. But for whatever reason, reading them on the shelf didn't work. Picking them up, dropping them, reading them didn't work. Picking them up, reading them in the inventory didn't work. I remember, although I get, I was gonna say I don't remember. I remember it tracking all of the ones that you had already read when I downloaded on the PC. But having said that, I'm now thinking that I actually had it downloaded before I had actually, and then like I had started a new game. So that's probably not even close to true. Okay, well, it clearly wants me to go through that door, so that's going to be the last door we go through here. Don't know why this is a burial place, and they have what seems to be, I can also take their heads, chains for either prisoners or people to be tortured. I guess one doesn't necessarily, I mean, it could be both, I guess. People like to torture prisoners, right? One way or the other. Whether it's actual torture or just bad prison food. Played him in the soul or in the same cell as Bubba, you know. Alright. Now this path is a little interesting. I'm going to assume this leads us back up and around to where that alchemy station that we could see through the hole in the wall was. Sure enough, called it. Garlic, all these nice little ingredients. Take almost all of that. Now, what the point to this place is, having it hidden like this, I don't know. It seems fairly pointless. Although I am curious if we're going to see that ghost again. Or whether or not we should have seen the ghost again already. Who knows? I mean, there could very well have been multiple points where, like, the ghost appears and I just didn't see.
Hey!
That's right, I see your trap. Maybe it's just like the amount of lockpicking that I did in Fallout 3, like, because in Fallout 3, even more than 4, I very much kept like just like clearing things section by section, right? Like the same way basically that we're doing it now, minus doing all the quests in an area first. You squish them. Yep. So I mean, maybe that's just what I'm remembering. Like, first thing I would do in Fallout 3, after reaching Megaton, is go to the school that was nearby and clear that place out. Fallout's also one of those games where I could never tell when it was dark because I would have my brightness up so high. Can I still take their skull? So I'd be like crouched in a corner and it would look bright as fuck, and I'd have an enemy walk like right by me. It's like, how do you not see me? But then I'd like adjust the gamma or whatever back down to what it's supposed to be at, and it's just like, oh, because it's pitch black, that's why you can't see me. Oh wow, looks like a clothesline that guy. Get wrecked, boy. Oh, look at that. There was the big, obvious button on the floor. Oh. Oh. I was going to do 2 2 videos in Skyrim today just to get them done and out the way. So that, you know, I don't have to record on Christmas Day. Yeah, you can Bruce Rodell all you want. But you're still gonna die. But yeah, I don't know if I'll have enough time, in all honesty. I didn't get to start recording quite as early as I thought I might. I mean, I could have probably started recording earlier, but I did choose not to. But, you know, it's not like it's imperative that I get it done today. I mean, I still have tomorrow. It is only Thursday. For you guys, well, for you guys, it's also Thursday, but, you know, it's a different Thursday. Because for you guys, it's the Thursday after Christmas. For me, it's the Thursday before. Did I, like, fucking flip them around? Oh, didn't mean to take the one I did, but oh, look at all the jars up above me and everything. And then everything awakens. No. Or not. Okay. Well, I'm assuming that that those things would have went off, though, right? Like, I'm not seeing any other traps. Oh, whatever. Oh, well, we don't have to go through another loading screen for the last vessel, though. That's always nice. Oh, you know what? Maybe those fired this way? I mean, to be fair, they definitely fire this way, then. Okay. And I think those things can be just proximity based. I don't think that they actually, like, need a physical trigger to activate. God, so many coffins. So many coffins. God, these guys decorate like the fuckers who make the custom houses for mods. They just can't have an empty space. This is a shame because they would. Ooh, caught him as he went by, or well, before he left. So I've been thinking, because I've almost made it through Dark Souls 3, and I realize this might be a weird thing to bring up during the Skyrim one, which won't be over for quite a while, but it's when I thought of it, so I'm going to bring it up. About what game I should play after. Nice sneak attack, or sneak. After I finish Dark Souls 3, and I'm tempted to go and do another classic play, which, if you don't know, is just basically when I play an older game. Like, some of them on there I did. Oh, what was that one? Fuck, there was. Oh, like, I did Ocarina of Time. I did Super Mario Brothers, I think. Like, the original Super Mario Brothers. I may have actually only done the two, come to think of it. I can't think of any other ones. But either way. But I don't know, because, like, there's a few games I want to play that are older games, but at the same time, I don't know if they would make good Let's Plays, which is my issue with a lot of games, right? Like, that's my main issue with games, is, like, I want to play this game, I know that I would enjoy playing this game, but would it make a good Let's Play? Because, like, so for example, one of them is Grandia. If you don't know what Grandia is, old PlayStation game. Kid wants to be an adventurer, and at some point you save the world, right? Because it's a video game, so of course you do. But yeah, it's a really fun game. It's a really interesting game, and I would really like to play it again. And you might think it's like, oh, well, why don't you just play it? Well, because I have a hard time justifying playing playing certain games unless I do videos in them, because it's like but why are you playing this old game when you can play this one that you haven't played yet and you spent money on? It's like, yeah, well, but I want to play, I'd also have to use an emulator for it, but I've had a PlayStation emulator up and running before. Granted, it's been a while, but still, I'm sure I could do it again if I need to. But yeah, going on with PlayStation, also Legend of Dragoon. But once again, I don't know if they would make good Let's Plays, because like turn-based combat, especially Legend of Dragoon, is very turn-based combat. But then it also has the fairly unique, as like, because I've never seen it, at least not implemented the same way before, combo system during combat that does take some skill, although once you get to the later ones, they do tend to get a little bit ridiculous. Oh, nice, and we get a claw. Wow, we're gonna have a few things for the vault when we're done here. But yeah, like Legend of Dragoon is another one. Now the thing with both of those is that they're very, very long. And while I have, in fact, beat Legend of Dragoon, in fact, I not only beat Legend of Dragoon, the final boss was insanely easy. I'm just gonna take it from over there. Alright. The Iron Dragon Claw. Let's see. Dragon Bird. I know there's a way to zoom. There it is. Dragon Bird Wolf. But I never actually finished Grandia. I made it to the final boss, but I wasn't a high enough level to actually defeat it, and I couldn't go back and train, which is actually the same issue. I never finished the original Final Fantasy and made it to the final boss. The area he's in is like one of the first areas of the game, so like all the enemies there are like super pathetic and give no experience. But once you've activated the final boss fight and got there, you then can't leave. Like, you're stuck at the final boss fight until... Oh, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Oh, why are you crashing? Oh, as long as the music's still going, I'm calling it that it's still good. Come on. Did Borgok killing this guy? Because if so, we're going to have to go through the entire dungeon. And I will have to go through the entire dungeon. I will not be using through it. Alright. Back at the final thing. Hopefully our game doesn't crash on us this time. Say I don't know what did it last time though. Obviously it's kind of hard to... Oh, there we go. Well, it wasn't her kill animation apparently, because she still managed to get it off, and the game didn't crash. So yeah, I don't know what caused it last time, but whatever. Also, that skeleton looks horrible for some reason. But anyway, so yeah, like I was saying in the first Final Fantasy, look at me, I remember. Hopefully, once you made it to that room, you were stuck in it, and until you defeated the boss or gave up, which I ended up giving up because I wasn't gonna like grind out a billion fucking, I don't remember, I think there was some kind of bat. Ebony Sword of Winter, which sounds cool. It's worth 1,500, I guess. Is this our last Aura Whisper? Shouts. It is our last Aura Whisper. Revealing the life forces of any and all. I'm pretty sure that the extra words just give it. It either increases its range or it increases its duration. I don't think that it like adds, because that would be a cool way to do it, where like each word adds different, like it would then show you different things. Like the first one would just be living, and the next one would be living and dead, and then the last one would be living, dead, and automaton. Which I think covers everything in the game. I don't think there's anything other than those three, really. But let's head back to the entrance. Summon our big bad dragon priest. Sorry, Borgak, that probably activated something in behind me.
You found the vessels. I was worried that I had sent you to your death.
What am I going to do with these?
In life, Hevnorak drained his own blood from his body. His goal was to transfer his power back into himself after death, becoming a powerful lich. The vessels contain that very blood. Empty them, and you remove any chance he has of regaining his former powers.
This seems dangerous.
More dangerous than you know. Left alone, however, he will awaken when he has grown too powerful to be stopped. This is the only way to be sure.
Alright.
Very well. Empty the vessels into the sconce near the throne. Then sit in the throne.
See,
When you
now
have
this
done
seems
so,
even more suspicious.
I will unbind Hevnorak. He will awaken in a weakened state. But the Lich is still to be reckoned with. Be ready.
I mean, this, like I said, this still seems really suspicious. Like, why do I have to sit in the throne? And why do I have to pour it into there? Like, well, if I just went and, like, dumped it in the river or something. Alright, heavy. Oh. Goodbye. Bone meal, gold, sapphire, Hevnorak, and his staff. Sprayed on ground creates a wall of lightning. As he fades away, or at least mostly. That's really not supposed to be like that.
Thank you, hero. Now, I may finally rest. Take Hevnorak's iron mask. It may be of use to you, and serve as some reward for your feat here.
Alright. Evil and waiting, done. Valthoom also done, yep. Look at that, cleared. And out we go to dump our stuff into the, yeah, we're back. So there we go, we made a little dent into the reach, I'll admit. We only did like 4 things, but this was a big one. It was interesting, and I had to do most of it twice. So, you know. But yeah, well, I guess we didn't clear out too much of it, but we still got actually quite a few things for a vault, so I'm gonna still count that as a win. And we got a bunch of books, which is good for me, less so for you, because I doubt you guys care if I collect all the books. Alright, first things first, we got our mask, and there it is right there. Look at that. We actually got the top shelf done. That's fucking hilarious that all of these masks, and we managed to actually fill the top shelf first. And we got the Iron Dragon Claw, Diamond, Iron Claw. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, we only have 5 more actually. An Emerald, Coral, Glass. Isn't there one? Coral. Maybe it's the Glass Claw. I'm pretty sure there's one claw that's split in 2. We got Hevnorak's staff. Throwing her, and I see that. Oh, never mind. That's right. I took that shield off. We also got Troll's Bane. I'll throw in there. Wow, that sits really low. Yeah. And I think that's it for now. Yeah. So that is it for this part then. Like I said, we got a few things for our vault. We got a new mask, we got a new shout, we got a new claw, cleared a few locations in the reach, and we will continue to do so next time. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you on Saturday for more.